Enninful sacked from Vogue as Anna spills his deal with Meghan excluded the Queen from the cover of Influential Women. Edward Enninful, the Ghanaian British journalist known for championing diversity in the fashion industry, will step down from his role as British Vogue editor-in-chief. The move seemingly marks the end of his historic run as British Vogue's first man and first editor of colour to hold the title of editor-in-chief. It comes amid rumours that there has been a power struggle between him and Vogue's overall editor-in-chief Dame Anna Wintour ever since he took up his post back in 2017. Anna wanted him out, and he didn't want to go. Just remember that silly photo of him with Meghan and how he allowed Meghan to take over the Vogue issue which excluded Queen Elizabeth II from the cover of Influential Women. This infuriated Anna, who's British and who had very high regard for the Queen. It's probably just a continuation of Anna's quest for complete dominance. Those pictures of him and Meghan in the little party hats were stupid and juvenile. Meghan apparently showed up at the Vogue offices with bags full of party hats and kazoos, thinking that it was such a clever and whimsical thing to do. Hey, let's take pictures of us being so fun. Poor Mr. Enninful. In allowing these pictures to be published, he really took one for the team. Recently, Enninful has publicly supported King Charles and turned his back on Meghan. Although he did indulge Meghan, he seemed to realise she's awful and repent. He didn't invite her to his wedding or his book launch. It had to be embarrassing for Meghan to be excluded from the launch when she was in London on the very day. Enninful ditched Meghan soon after she and Sunshine Sachs tried to bully his staff about a 2019 issue. So he's no dummy, and he declined her race card. The fact that Meghan pushed the Queen off the front page of Vogue is not yet as cruel as she turning Harry into betraying his dying grandmother. Yesterday, a friend of the late Queen has dismissed Harry and Meghan's reported decision to stop spilling royal secrets, saying the couple should have held their peace in the last few months of the Queen's life, when it was clear the Queen was dying and was in great physical pain. The bereaved friend's outraged reaction represents a rare insight into the closely guarded and highly secretive circumstances surrounding the death of Elizabeth, who died in Scotland in September 2022 as a result. The friend said, for the last years of her life, certainly from when her husband died in April 2021, the Queen was in a lot of pain. In the final months, of course, it got very much worse. By the time of the Platinum Jubilee, June 2022, she couldn't see very much at all, she couldn't hear much, and she was easily confused. She barely moved from her apartments in Windsor Castle. Appearing on the balcony at the Jubilee required a titanic effort. That was the time for Harry and Meghan to bite their tongues. Instead, they produced this unending stream of incredibly hurtful films and interviews, attacking her life's work. For Harry to announce he was writing a memoir, when his grandmother was not just recently widowed but actually dying herself, as he must have known she was, well, the cruelty of it takes the breath away. Reports like this are why it's blatantly obvious the late Queen calling Meghan evil was completely deserved. The late Queen was grieving, in agony, and couldn't focus properly because of the pain she was in, and constantly had to deal with new threats and new attacks from overseas, instead of being in the difficult enough position that she was in, of pretending she was fine, while carrying out the few official engagements she was able to push herself through.